guys, this is Jade and I have a book haul for you guys. If you're not familiar or aware, I am a bibliophile. I absolutely love books. I can't even tell you how long I've been reading since I was a very young child. And I always have a book to read. So I'm always in the middle of some book. I don't get to read as often as I would like anymore because I'm usually busy doing other things like making videos. However, I always have a book on hand. I like to switch off between fiction and like spiritual books because I like to learn new things and grow spiritually and try to apply new concepts and see what works for me, what doesn't, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, let's jump right into it. I got one fiction book out of it and the rest of it are kind of like spiritual books or learning books or whatever. So the first one is The Chosen by J.R. Ward. Now, I absolutely love J.R. Ward's Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and this is one of the latest novels. I don't think it's the latest, but maybe one of the latest novels in that series. I just finished sometime last year reading The Beast, which is Rage's second story. And so now it's time to move on to X-Core. And X-Core actually happens to be a nemesis of the Black Dagger Brotherhood. So we're going to see how this goes and how this all ends up. But there's a secret about him as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. If you're not familiar, the Black Dagger Brotherhood is basically about vampires with this old lineage or whatever. But it's not like the pansy, sparkly, twinkling vampires. Like these are like I will bust your ass type vampires, and so much more interesting to me. And so I'm just ready to jump in and see what's going on in Vampire Land here. So yeah, I did pick that up, The Chosen by J.R. Ward, and so we're gonna see what's going on with that. And then the next three are kind of sciencey, spiritually type books. Now the thing about you guys know I'm really into, I hate to say law of attraction because it's really not law of attraction, it's more law of assumption, I guess. I don't know, I really don't know what to call it. It's just, I'm gonna call it conscious creating, because we are creating our lives or drawing into our lives the experiences that we don't want and want every day, but where most of us are doing it unconsciously with our thoughts and beliefs and feelings. Now, you can get to a point where you realize that you can control and control what's going on in your life and bring into your life the things that you actually want instead of dwelling on the things that you don't want and continuing to draw that into your experience. You don't want to do that anymore. So once you get to that point, you want to start learning on how to do this type of thing. Now, the thing that I love about it is that it's not just, people just kind of discount it as, oh, that's woo-woo crap or whatever. However, it has a basis in science. There are plenty of people out there that can explain the phenomenon scientifically for people who need actual scientific facts to back up the spiritual side of what's going on. One of those people is Dr. Joe Dispenza. If anybody is interested, I read his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and he really goes into the science behind what's going on and how energy works and so I wanted to continue that, and so I picked up quickly, because a lot of it's quantum physics. So I picked this little cute book up. Look how tiny this is. In the picture, I didn't realize it was gonna be this tiny, but somebody suggested it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick that up. And they said it's a good place to start with quantum physics because like it explains things, but it doesn't overwhelm you. It's like layman's terms, and then it's like one page per topic or big thing or whatever. So you're not like reading this and like what or whatever. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. So I did pick up, it's Quantum Physics in Minutes. And now I can see why it's in minutes. It's so tiny and cute. And anyway, it's by Gemma Lavender, whatever. So yeah, I've been wanting to delve into the quantum physics side of it. Like I said, I've kind of read the scientific-y side, which I'm sure it relates to this as well. But it's quantum physics as well, and I'm glad this is kind of a simplified version because I remember taking regular physics Hated it. So we'll see how this goes. Next, Creative Visualization by, I hope I'm saying this right, Shakti Gawain. This book has been out for quite some time. I just discovered it. I was actually reading it on my iPad, but I felt like I wanted the hard copy, so if I needed to go back and refer to something, I could. What I like about this book, first of all, a great way to bring things into your experience is to visualize. Write things down, but also visualize. But what people don't take into account is that people visualize in different ways. Not everybody visualizes the same way. You can use all of your senses: hearing, smell, touch. You can use all of it, okay? If there's one that you're better at than the other, then do that. Sometimes I just hear conversations in my head, and that's what'll play out. Like I'm an expert at finding lost things because of this. I can't tell you how many lost things I've found quickly just by hearing a conversation in my head that somebody, you know, found it or whatever. Like not too long ago during Christmas, my sister and mom went out to the store. They borrowed my car. And they took my spare key with the key fob, which is expensive to replace. And my mom called and was like, "Can you come pick us up? Your sister lost the key." And she's like, "Don't get mad." And I'm like, "What would I get mad for? It's my key. It'll come back." You know what I'm saying? Like, I just knew that the key would be found. They looked all over for this key. They went back in the store looking for the key or whatever. They cannot find this key. And both of them are frantic, upset about it. And I'm like, well, y'all just chill out. You know what I'm saying? We had to leave my car there. I was like, chill out, guys. I was like, it's my key. It belongs to me. It'll come back to me. And I just had that knowing. I had the belief that it would. So we got home. I was doing something random in my room. And then I hear my mom shouting. She's like, "Oh my God, I found the key." It was in her back pocket. She has absolutely no idea how that key got in her back pocket. She doesn't even remember my sister giving it to her or anything like that. So I'm telling you, you can visualize in other ways. You can hear conversations. You can smell stuff. Even now, do this exercise. You guys know what a lemon tastes like, right? So close your eyes. See a lemon in your hand and put it in your mouth. Does your mouth pucker? Do you get the, you know, the watery sensation? You know what a lemon tastes like. You can, I'm telling you, use all your senses. Anyway, that's why I really like this book, because they take into account that not everybody visualizes the same way. Not everybody has the same strength, and they go into that. So yeah, creative visualization. And I didn't get to finish actually reading the entire thing, so I'm anxious to get into this after I finish the book that I am currently reading. So yeah, creative visualization, Shakti Gawain, and I'll link everything below if anybody's interested. And then lastly, I have been learning about the divine feminine, which is of interest to me. And for some reason, like, certain things have been coming into my awareness lately, like Frida Kahlo. I have been seeing her image everywhere. And also Oshun, the goddess Oshun. So I thought that someone a while ago had suggested this book. So this has been on my list to get for a while. So I finally bought it. And it is called Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. I hope I'm saying that right. And it just says a guide to healing the feminine body, mind, and spirit. So, interesting. Like I said, I've been into the divine feminine, learning about it, divine feminine energy, and how to use it to your advantage. So, it will be interesting to delve into this book. I think it goes into a lot of different subjects as well. So we'll see how it goes once I finally get into it. And so yeah, that is it for my book haul. And so if anybody's interested in any of them, I will have the links below. And that is it. If you have any comments or questions, definitely leave those below. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, liking, sharing, all of that jazz. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're new here, consider doing the same. Hit the bell icon to get the notifications of when I post. Usually Mondays and Fridays. However, every now and again there will be extra videos throughout the week. So that is it for me. I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.